Hey guys, it's Nassim here, and today I'm going to be providing you guys with some reasons as to why I think that the iPhone 12 Pro is still the best iPhone that Apple has ever released. Yeah. Now, as you guys know, the iPhone 12 Pro came out in 2020 during the COVID-19 pandemic, and while production was halted on the iPhone 12 Pro series as a whole, it was surprisingly much easier to get than the current iPhone 13 Pro series. Because even months later after the release of the iPhone 13 Pro, it's still insanely hard for me to get one, so I decided to stick with my iPhone 12 Pro because there wasn't that many differences to begin with. And after I was finally able to get my hands on the 13 Pro, thanks to my friend, I quickly returned it because I found it to bring out the worst in what I loved about the iPhone 12 Pro. And the first reason why I preferred my iPhone 12 Pro over the iPhone 13 Pro was because of the camera bump. Now, I'm the type of guy that uses wireless chargers a lot, typically before I get out of bed, and for this reason, I need my iPhone to be able to lay completely flat over the charging pad. And the iPhone 13 Pro decided to give me a much harder time because of the camera bump. And as you can see right here, the iPhone 12 Pro's camera bump doesn't exist, so I'm able to lay my phone on any flat surface without any tilt or unevenness. But with the iPhone 13 Pro, the camera bump is so huge that every time I laid it on a flat surface, it will be really uneven and rocky because the bump had the majority of the height. So this often caused me many problems at night because I would be extremely tired, but the back of my phone wouldn't go all the way down, resulting in me trying extra hard to be able to charge my phone. And if this reason isn't enough to show you why the iPhone 12 Pro is the best iPhone ever, then the battery life will certainly catch your attention. Like as you can see here, on average, I would get around 4 to 8 hours of on-screen time with my iPhone 12 Pro, and would end my day anywhere between 20 to 40% depending on how much screen time I had. And with the iPhone 13 Pro, I would average around the same hours, but my battery would be anywhere from 5 to 20% at the end of my day. And the reason for this is because the iPhone 13 Pro has the 120Hz display that does look great, but puts a significant dent in your battery. And since Apple doesn't have a great battery saver that can give you a greater battery time, you're stuck with the 120Hz refresh rate screen that you will get really used to, and your battery will suffer because of it. And as you guys know, the iPhone 13 Pro and the iPhone 13 12 Pro are very similar, and that is why this final reason will most likely be the final decider for why the iPhone 12 Pro is the best of the best, and that is its price. Because when you look at every aspect of a phone that the iPhone 13 Pro is great at, the iPhone 12 Pro is just as great for a cheaper price. Both of these phones have amazing cameras, but the iPhone 12 Pro has it at a cheaper price. Both of these phones have an amazing screen, but the iPhone 12 Pro has it at a cheaper price. Both of these phones have an insanely powerful chip, but the iPhone 12 Pro has it at a cheaper price. And I can go on and on and on about how much these phones are very similar and how the iPhone 12 Pro has these similarities, but it doesn't cost you as much. Because even if you are the type of person that won't mind the huge camera bump or the wireless charging issue, you will certainly benefit from having a better battery, and most importantly, not spending too much to get it. And a lot of people can say that the iPhone 13 Pro has the 120Hz refresh rate screen or the new cinematic mode or micro lens, but let's be honest, most everyday people who use iPhones won't use any of those features, so it won't matter to them. Most people who have iPhones just use it for social media, business, talking, messaging, FaceTiming, taking regular photos, etc. So that argument doesn't even apply to them. And like I said, with the 120Hz refresh rate screen, most people won't be able to tell the difference. And if they do, they'll only notice it for the first week that they get the phone. And if you guys ever watched Joshua Cheng's video, he basically asked people if they noticed the difference between their old iPhone and the newer one. And basically, they didn't even know the difference until he told them what was different about it. Because again, I say, most people will not notice the 120Hz refresh rate screen. It's not a game changer, and it's definitely not something that the average person will consider when buying this phone. And like I said before, even if you do notice a change, it won't be that exciting because a high refresh rate screen is something that you'll get used to very quick. And I hope you guys get my reasonings as to why I think that the iPhone 12 Pro is still the best iPhone that you can get today, because it does all of the important things that the iPhone 13 Pro can do, but with a better battery, slightly better design, and a better price, which still makes this phone a must buy for me in 2021. And if you agree or disagree with my very controversial statement, let me know why in the comments down below. And if you guys made it to the end of this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It'll be very appreciated. And as far as social media, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.